changing what I see inside. I'm learning to be the person I need so desperately. I'm working on being the person that I wanna be. And perfect's not perfect to me, so I'm working on me. Working on me. I'm working on being the person that I wanna be. And perfect's not perfect to me, so I'm working on me. Working on me. I'm working on being the person that I wanna be. And perfect's not perfect to me, so I'm working on me. I know that God isn't done molding the soul that's in me and showing me peace. I see that it flashes as soon as it comes and it passes. Things feel the worst when they look the greatest. As soon as I'm up, I just fall on my face. So I'm working on me. Working on me. I'm working on being the person that I wanna be. And perfect's not perfect to me, so I'm working on me. Working on me. I'm working on being the person that I wanna be. And perfect's not perfect to me, so I'm working on me. Working on me. Working on me. Working on me.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Nice Guys Podcast. Episode 81 coming at you live. First episode of 2025. Great feeling to be rocking at the first of the year, picking up where we left off from last year. And so after some much needed time off with the friends and family, getting together and just enjoying the company of one another and just really being grateful for the holidays and what they represent, what they mean. It's really good to be back here. No special guest tonight, no duper tonight. So D-Money and I are just going to rock out a duo episode, as we've done many, many, many times before. Not our first rodeo, some would say. So, rocking a little bit of new equipment, trying to get that together. So really excited about that. Christmas was good to us, and just had some equipment laying around that we took a look at, and trying to bring you, like I said, those quality EPs that you know and love from 2024, trying to carry that over into 2025. So nothing's changed, nothing's going to change. Might add some creative ideas. That'll probably be the only thing that does change for our EPs moving forward. I got an action-packed EP ahead of us tonight. D-Money are going to chop it up, probably just, BS about some random things that probably pop into our minds mid of that, right in the middle of the episode. And we've got some segments lined up. I know there's a couple sport ones on there that D-Money's going to be excited about, and then there's going to be a couple blind, or just one blind rank, I think, on there. And D-Money's got a really cool question that he's going to ask us later that I can't wait to answer. And then top five, probably one of my favorite top fives that we're going to do for 2025. So really excited about that one. That I'll let D-Money talk about.
Setting the bar high.
Setting the bar high, yeah. Kicking the year off strong.
First one of the new year with a good one.
Yeah. So, hell yeah. Well, hey, with all that rambling being said, brother, how you doing?
I'm good, buddy. I'm good.
Good.
Much needed. Couple days off right this past week. Mm-hmm. Very much needed. Mm-hmm. What was the last episode? Was before Christmas?
Episode 80 would have been on.
It was the week of Christmas, but that Sunday, correct?
22nd, so a couple days before Christmas. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I got that whole week off, and then I went back the following Friday, and I worked pretty much, how many days? 6, 7?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, 6 or 7 in a row.
Okay.
And then I got a nice little 4-day weekend this week, which was nice. Got to hang out at home. Got to hang out, obviously, with you on New Year's Eve. I got to see you.
Hell yeah.
What the hell else did I even do, brother?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Time runs, you know.
It's all running together.
Yep.
It's all running together. I did, that simulator, bro. The simulator that we played on. That thing was fucking sweet, dude.
Yeah, it's dope. They're dope.
That was the first time I ever played on one. And the setup, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, the place that we were at, they paid for it.
Who paid for it? The people at the place?
The people at the place, yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like they wouldn't care if I said something about it, but at the same time, I don't want to. Just, whatever. But they paid for it, and it was a Trackman. So it was like 80 G's, bro.
Yeah, it's
like ridiculous.
They're not cheap.
No. And they have a whole room set up for it and everything. It was fucking sweet. Got to play on... we could have played at St. Andrews if we wanted. We didn't.
That would have been brutal.
It was pretty cool. That was the first time I swung a club since the season, so I didn't do very well.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I was like 21 over or something. But from what I understand, it was a PGA course, so I don't think that's that bad for a PGA course.
No, not at all.
So, whatever.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Woody for the new hat. I think it's fucking dope.
Hey, show it off. Let's see it.
Shout out to Wood.
Shout out Woody. Woody, you in here yet, brother? Let me go back and look real quick. Woody in this bitch? Woody's not in this bitch yet. He'll be here soon enough, I'm sure.
I'm sure he'll pop in. What the hell else is going on? I don't think, other than that, much of anything. Not looking forward to the snowstorm coming.
Yeah, me neither.
Hey,
do me a favor.
Yeah.
Do me a favor. I'm just curious. Go on the side of the mic. Nope, other side. Yeah, that side. Yep, now say something.
Like this?
There we go. We found it. So what I was going to tell you is some mics have front ones, so this is how mine is. Some mics have top ones, and some mics have like the other side. Like, so that one is on the side apparently. So you sound crisp right there.
This is how I usually, when I would use this thing, I would have it set up to like, I would talk it to the side of it and not on top of it. But
yeah, you could tell when you listen back to this EP, you'll hear it. So do it from there, from here on out, right there.
Yeah, so side of the mic.
Side mic.
But yeah, I mean, I've had this thing set up since I moved into this house. Like, it's just been sitting to my right. I just never used it.
Well, now we do, and now we will.
Now I'm going to use it all the time because
it sounds good.
I figured it would sound better, and on top of that, I don't got to worry about having the actual microphone.
Yeah, any special guests come on, I'm ready. We got them. We got them hooked up.
Right.
I got it all. It's funny as hell. No, it does sound good though. It really does.
Yeah, hopefully,
one day we'll be able to put those mics to use for an in-home studio or some shit. That'd be fucking dope.
Some would say allegedly. I don't know. That's the plan.
Allegedly.
That
would be sweet though.
Hell yeah.
It would be sick.
Very nice.
Yeah, very, very nice. But yeah, other than that, how are you doing? What's going on with you?
Shit, brother. I just got back from hanging out in the Ville for the last week. So much needed time with the family. It was really cool. Christmas went really well. Santa visited Jameson, so he got blessed with a lot of toys and clothes and all that good stuff. And I'm sure you can relate to that one with Isla. And so
yeah.
But yeah, I got to come home. We came in Monday, and then we left yesterday. So yesterday was brutal in the sense of just it was a busy day. We were getting ready to head out Friday, and so just to give a little bit of a background, on where I live. So I live in the hills of West Virginia, and the weather is unpredictable in the hills of West Virginia. I'm down in a valley surrounded by mountains, and anybody that's come down can verify that. And, you see the landscape behind my house and the mountains in the distance. And it's all cool and copacetic down here, but in the mountains, it's brutal. And just to give you an example, one July 4th weekend in Petersburg, sorry, the chat just started going off. I was just wanting to check I didn't miss anybody. One weekend down in Petersburg, it was 94 degrees. And up on the mountain, we went to go meet with some friends and go out on their boat. And it was 60-some degrees up there. 30-degree difference from a 30-minute drive just because of the elevation change. So the weather up there is brutal. They get hammered in the wintertime. And so that's what happened. So we couldn't get home Friday. And yesterday, a 3-hour and some odd minute trip took us a little bit over 4 hours. So it was tough. It was tough.
Hate that for you.
Yeah, it was tough. So I got home just enough time to unload the vehicle, get in the vehicle, and go to work for 10 hours. So, and then got home and cleaned and put things away and did routines and then got on the game. So, yeah.
Worker.
Yeah. Essential, some would say. I don't know. I don't even know if that's still a phrase anymore.
Yeah, it can be.
It can be, yeah. So, other than that, bro, just been chilling. It was cool today. I didn't really do much today. Worked out, did my boxing stuff that I've been doing with one of my buddies, and I did a lot of stuff yesterday so I could have an easy day today and just prepare for the storm that's coming my way, and I think your way as well. So
yeah, it's supposed to. Me and Mav just looked at the Weather Channel app. It's supposed to start at like 9:37, and then it's not supposed to stop until like 2 p.m. tomorrow.
Let me see. I'm curious.
And you'll probably get it way worse because of the fact that you're in the mountains and shit. So
probably.
I can only imagine.
Do you know how much accumulation they're calling for you guys?
I have no idea.
So we're supposed to get anywhere from like 12 to 16 inches in the next 48 hours.
I think Woody was talking about it last night because he came over and watched the Steelers game with me.
Yeah.
And I think he said 8 to 12.
8 to 12.
I think.
So 100% chance starting at 10 all the way, until, oh my gosh, till about 10 o'clock tomorrow. That's going to be sick. Well, hey, winter's officially here, I'd say. So
I know, dude. I hate it.
I'm good for one big snowfall a year. Like, I'm cool.
Christmas,
we just get
bro.
out of the way.
That's it.
Hey, we're never going to get that, though. I don't think we're ever going to
I know we're not, but that's the only time I ever want to see, like, okay. I like the way snow looks. I think it's really, like, I was going to say beautiful, but I guess I'll say pretty. It's really pretty whenever it's, like, on the trees and, if you're driving, like, so, like, when you pull out of my house and you go down to the left and you wrap around down to, like, that, like, woods area, like, all them trees that are up like this.
Yeah.
Like, when it's wintry, it looks fucking sweet.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But, like, when it comes to that, I'm cool with snow. But I hate it, bro. I hate it. I hate the cold weather. I hate the snow. It puts me in a bad mood, honest to God.
Pissed.
Like, I know when I wake up in the morning, because I'm already preparing myself to wake up earlier than I usually do to drive to work. Mm-hmm. I know damn well as soon as I look outside and I see, like, my roads covered, I'm going to be motherfucking. Like, I just know it.
Yeah. It's brutal, man. I a couple years ago learned how to ski, so, like, skiing is really cool, and, like, doing the outdoor activity,
but that kind of stuff, yeah, I'm cool with that. I mean, right. I'll go snow tubing, sled riding. I mean,
we both
okay. I wouldn't say that. Maybe not. I just hate the cold, bro. I don't like being cold. Like, it just ruins my.
Now, what do you think? I'm the guy that if it's gonna be that cold and that brutal, it's got to be snow. You got to have snow on the ground to justify how cold it is. I don't know if you're the same way.
I can get behind that.
Okay.
So, like, whenever me, Woody, and Blake went to the, me, Woody, and Dickie went to the Steelers-Browns game in Cleveland. Codename Kid Next Door.
Yeah.
When it snowed up there, like, that was pretty cool. I've never been at a game where it's been like really snowy. Like I've been to cold games, and like when I say cold. But yeah, that was a dope game to go to, even though Pittsburgh lost.
Tough scene.
It is what it is, but it was still a cool experience to go to, just because I got to experience actually sitting in a snow game. So
That is dope.
yeah.
I think
Literally, I can't remember if I told you, but the whole second half of that game was literally a snowball fight.
that's pretty cool.
Everybody in the fans in the stands, they were launching snowballs at people.
Really?
No,
That's cool.
dude, launching,
That's
like
wild.
picking them up and like getting massive, like bigger ones,
Yeah.
and throwing them as far as they can go to the opposite side of us to see if they would hit somebody.
That's crazy. When did Ben come to the Steelers? When was his rookie year?
2004.
4? So the last game that I went to that was a snow game and like the field was white and the stands were white, it was when Tommy Maddox was the quarterback
Hell yeah.
and they played the Houston Texans and
Hell yeah.
got beat 26-6.
Hell yeah.
And there was just snow everywhere, and that was like the first time I've ever been to a game like where it was like snowy and shit like that too. So it was pretty cool.
It's dope. I mean, I was not expecting it to. I don't even think we were expecting it to snow that night. We were just expecting it to be really cold, and then we got there, and sure enough, came down pretty good.
Hell yeah.
But I think I went to. I can't remember if it snowed or not. I remember it was snowy, but I can't remember if it snowed during the game, because me and my dad went up. This was probably in like, if I had to guess, 2007, 2008. We played the Ravens. It was the day after Christmas. And I remember my dad used to have this little black F-150, little single cab F-150. It was a manual, everything.
Hell
I
yeah.
remember riding up in that thing with him, and the roads were dog shit. But that's like all I can remember. And then I remember that it might have been earlier than that. It was when I'm pretty sure Cordell Stewart, because I'm like,
Hell yeah.
I would say 85% sure after he left Pittsburgh, he went to Baltimore.
I'm not sure.
I think.
I'm inclined to believe you.
Don't quote me on that, but 85% sure that happened. And but that was the game. And yeah, my dad, he's gone to AC championship games. Like he was at the game where I'm pretty sure he was at the game where against Baltimore and Polamalu picked that ball off and returned it for a touchdown to win the game. Pretty much. I think he was at that one. I think he went to one of the Patriots games, which obviously we didn't win, but yeah, like those types of games are fucking sweet. Like I was really hoping that we were going to win yesterday and somehow get a home game.
Yeah.
For the playoffs, because I really wanted to go, but
yeah.
Yep, on to
Didn't
Baltimore.
Happen. Didn't happen. On to Baltimore.
Motherfuckers.
On to Baltimore. In Baltimore. Be a good one. We'll see what happens. Let me ask you a question. We're gonna go in and we're gonna piggyback off it. Russ Wilson getting the start? He probably is.
I would assume.
Yeah. Do you agree with that, or do you not agree with that at this point in time?
I don't. I really don't know, bro. I don't. I'm just worried now because Fields hasn't played since week 6.
Yep. What's his morale like? Has he like?
Justin?
Yeah. Is he cool?
I mean, he
seems
chilling. He said he wants to come back. He said he wants to resign.
Oh, that's good.
So I mean, he clearly likes it up there.
I think that he'll get his shot. He needs to get.
I don't think they resign Russ.
You don't think so?
After these last couple weeks, especially if he goes out here and bombs this week. No, I don't see it happening. Now you might, if Fields does stay, I don't think he's going to get that massive contract. If
Fields stays.
Like if he ends up staying, I don't think he's going to get that 4 or 5 year, $100 million contract, which he probably could somewhere else. But if he wants to stay and he wants to play with these guys and wants to be under Tomlin, quote, if Tomlin's even there, I mean, these last couple weeks, dude, he has not looked good when it comes to like certain things.
Tomlin, you mean?
Just coaching wise, like making coaching decisions. And I don't like saying that because I like Tomlin, but it's getting to the point where I'm fucking tired of losing playoff games, bro. We've made it to the playoffs how many years? How many times in the last 5 years we haven't won?
4.
Exactly. I think there was 1 year we didn't make it in.
Last year. Or the year before.
No, we made it in last year. We played in Buffalo, and that was the game that I was pissed they moved.
Oh, yeah, that's
snow.
right, because of the snow. Yeah, so that was
and then the year before that, we fucking made it in as a 7th seed, and we played fucking Kansas City and got fucking stomped.
Okay, and then the year before that, that's probably when they...
must have been the year before. No, because that was... What year? This is 2024, 2023, 20...
What year was the Browns one?
That was 2020. Yeah.
So then the year after that, I don't think they made it. I think it was Browns, no-go, and then...
Maybe it was 21.
Kansas City,
it was
Buffalo, and then Baltimore this year.
Yeah, I don't remember. Whatever. But I think what the problem is I don't understand why they don't have a package for Justin Fields. Why are they not using him at all?
Yeah.
Like, why is he not... Like, Fields had when he played them first 6 games compared to what Russ did.
Yeah.
Fields was way better in the red zone because he's just way more
agile.
Yep. But versatile because he can throw the ball and obviously he can run.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish they would use him, dude. Like, he's way too talented to be sitting on the fucking bench. Like, towards the end of games, they would bring him in just to get that first down that we needed because he would go and they would run the RPO, the run pass option plays, and he would usually get a first down or close to a first down, and he would ice the game for us. He would go out and get that last first down we needed to ice the game to where they couldn't get the ball back. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, he was hurt a couple weeks ago. He hurt his abdomen, I guess. So he didn't even play 1 week or maybe 2 weeks, and then the third week he was the emergency quarterback. So, like, the emergency quarterback, basically, you could dress three quarterbacks, but the one guy is an emergency quarterback, and you have to clear that before the game or whatever. So, like, it was Russ Wilson, and then it was Kyle Allen, and then it was Fields, and the only way that Fields was going to be able to get in the game, from what I understand, now I could be wrong on this, but from what I understand, if Russ got hurt or they pulled him, I don't even think they would be able to. They had to be getting hurt. So if he got hurt and then the backup Kyle Allen got hurt, that's when Russ was allowed to play. You know, so I don't even know, but yeah, I just wish they would use him more. Honestly, ramble, but I wish they would use him more. I can ramble on about it all day, but.
Well, let me ask you this. So, as a fan that, is diehard and true to the team and watches all the games and, goes to the games, what has changed? What's changed from the red-hot Pittsburgh Steelers to the last 4 or 5 games Pittsburgh Steelers? Is it coaching? Is it player? Is it chemistry?
It's got to be coaching, in my opinion.
In the sense of
has
what?
To be.
They're taking it out of his hands or what?
They're just the play calls, bro. Like, the play calls are terrible. Decisions on, like, okay, so for instance, I know we've talked about this, and I probably already mentioned it on a previous episode, but against Philadelphia,
okay,
I think we were down 2 scores at the time. There was 10.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 4th and 2 or 3 at midfield. Mm-hmm. Tomlin punts the ball away. How the fuck you punting the ball away?
With how much time left?
10.5 minutes.
At 4th and 2?
A 4th and 2 or 4th and 3. At midfield. So it was like, you're not giving the ball back to them in your own. You're right in the middle of the field. Like, the defense is good enough to stop them. The defense has been good enough all year. Defense is the reason why we keep winning.
Oh, yeah.
Majority of the time.
Yeah.
But that was one, for instance. And then last week, against Baltimore, it was the same shit. Or no, last week was Kansas City on Christmas. Yeah, me and Mav went to that, so I was there for that one. But I think he did the same thing. They were down, 2-3 scores or whatever, and they're still punting the ball. Why are you punting the ball down that many scores, bro?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I just don't get it, and I don't know what the fuck Arthur Smith is doing. Like, calling the offense now? It's like, we were clicking so good, and then all of a sudden, boom, everything stopped working.
Right.
It's like we can't even get the ball down the field anymore.
Yeah, it's like a day and night difference, man. Honestly.
I don't know. But yeah, I think it's definitely coaching. I think they need to really, regardless of what happens in the playoffs, they need to sit down and really figure out what the fuck is going on, because it's just they should not be struggling the way they are.
Yeah, for sure.
They got way too much talent on that team to waste it.
Yeah.
And they're doing it year in and year out. Like, yeah, they make the playoffs, woohoo, but
If
cool,
you don't go
playoff
anywhere,
berth. Oh, cool,
yeah.
Tomlin, 18 seasons in a row with no losing season. Like, that's cool, but you ain't winning anything for your fans. You ain't winning anything for the team. Like, win a goddamn playoff game, bro. It's so frustrating, and I'm getting so tired of watching this. And I mean, the thing that pisses me off, we went into the bye 6-2 or something like that.
Mm.
We finished the season fucking 10-7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, at one point, so we came out of the bye week, and I think we won maybe the first 2 games. I think we were 8-2.
Yeah.
Or something along those lines.
7-2, and I think you then
7-2, 8-2,
Yeah.
7-3, something
Yeah.
along them lines.
Yeah.
And we finished 10-7.
Yeah, which is
Like,
nuts.
we should not be the 6th seed in the playoffs.
No. No,
Like, we should have won the division.
I was gonna
we
say-
should have been the fucking 3rd seed in the playoffs. We would have been playing the 6th seed, which would have been probably... I mean, I can't give you an exact team, but
Right.
you got the Chargers, you got the Denver Broncos.
Right.
If the Colts would have snuck in there, we would have played them. If Miami would have snuck in, the Dolphins. Those types of teams, which obviously good enough to make the playoffs. I'm not saying that they're not, but if we would have stayed hot and finished high, who knows what would have happened? We would have had a way better route to the Super Bowl if that was the case.
Well, and I think
So
you
now-
also go into the playoffs defeated already. I mean, your
Oh, yeah,
hands
you
against
had-
the
yeah,
wall, your
yeah.
morale's down. I mean, you're coming
Yep.
off of, 4 or 5 straight losses, and I think 4.
I think it's 4: Philly,
Philly, Kansas City.
Kansas City,
Baltimore, and
Cincinnati.
Yeah, so you're coming
Did
off.
we even win a game before fucking Philly?
Yeah,
I
Cleveland.
can't even remember who we fucking played.
Cleveland.
Yeah, Thursday night, Cleveland. We lost that one too. No, that was
No, you won.
that was the home game. That was the
Yeah,
home game.
you won.
Yeah,
We won the
that
home game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was So I mean, I don't know. I think that fans could be a little bit more understanding and maybe patient, not understanding, because your fans aren't understanding. They want to win. They want to see your team win. But I
The
think
problem with that is for me, for instance, I mean, I'm not one of those fans that, like, yeah, I get pissed. Yeah, motherfucking TV. Yeah, motherfuck this, that,
Right.
the other, whatever.
Right.
But I was blessed to have Ben Roethlisberger as my quarterback for 18 years.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He won 2 Super Bowls. I've seen my favorite team, my love for the Steelers. I've seen them win 2 Super Bowls in my lifetime.
Mhm.
Like, not many people can say that they've seen that.
Yeah,
unless
no.
you're a Patriots fan or
Or-
a Kansas City fan.
Right.
Something like that.
Right.
Because
Yeah, like
there's
a
not
powerhouse
many-
team that's not in a rebuild phase.
Right, exactly.
And I think the
Like, I'm
pieces. I
very-
think the pieces are there. I think the pieces for the
Oh,
Steelers
absolutely.
are there. They're not being coached well.
No, they're not.
And I think that Ben's tail end of his career, you saw that was evident when Ben got to run hurry up offenses, 2-minute offense drills. Things went a lot different than what
Because
it
Ben
was.
called his own plays.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
so, But yeah, I think fans could be a little bit more understanding, or not understanding again. Like I said, they want to win Super Bowls. They want their city to be champions. Who doesn't? But I think they could be a little bit more patient with Tomlin if he, maybe made it far into the playoffs, or maybe made it 2-3 games into the playoffs and lost.
Literally,
and because when you're
if
playing
we made
the
it
top
to the
4
AFC
teams,
championships, if we made it to the AFC championship every year but lost, I wouldn't be so pissed because it's like we're winning playoff games. This, that, the other. I mean, that's what happened. Like, honest to God, if Tom Brady wasn't in the AFC against Ben Roethlisberger, Ben probably would have made way more Super Bowls. Like, I might be sitting here saying, "Oh, I watched my team win 5 Super Bowls with Ben Roethlisberger."
Oh yeah. I don't
know
think,
what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think. I think if. Yeah, I agree. I think if
He
Tom
just
Brady,
couldn't. He couldn't beat Brady.
No,
couldn't beat him.
No.
And I'm not saying Ben couldn't beat him. Brady was just fucking. I mean, he's the GOAT.
He's Brady.
If you say you need the GOAT, you're on something because he is.
Same with Peyton. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Alexis said same with Peyton. Yeah.
Yeah. Peyton should have way more than 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
That Colts team that he had, dude,
Was
like
insane.
looking back on that team was fucking nasty.
Reggie Wayne,
Marvin Harrison, Edgerrin James.
Yeah.
On the defensive side, you had Baum Sanders fucking killing people, and in your safety, you got Dwight Freeney, Mathis on the other side.
Yep.
And I'm sure I'm missing way more people, but I can't think of them. But
Yeah.
that team was good.
No, that team. Yeah. Yeah. It's. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure.
But I'll give you your answer from the first question you asked me about who should start. In my opinion, I think you have Fields. You make a package for Fields. You have him actively playing in the game. Like, even if it's, whatever. You start Russ.
Yep.
You got Fields. Some sort of package for Fields just to have him out there.
Mm-hmm.
Then if it's not going good, you play Justin the second half.
Yep.
But I'm here. I got no say, so it doesn't fucking matter what I say.
Yep, for sure.
And people if people see this, and they'll probably be like, "This guy's a fucking idiot.
No,
He's got no idea what he's talking about."
Fuck him.
But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens. I mean, it's going to be a tough road to the fucking Super Bowl if we do get there.
Yeah,
You got Baltimore, who is a very good team.
Yep.
Like, Lamar Jackson's playing like I've never seen.
Yeah.
I mean, he's ridiculous. Josh Allen, too. And then you got to think, we're going to end up playing them because we're the lower seed. So
It'll be interesting. Excuse me.
and even Kansas City.
Yeah.
Like, I think it just depends on who wins, honestly. But okay, hold on. I just got to think for the schedule. So let's see. NFL schedule reveals wildcard weekend schedule.
Let's see it.
Pittsburgh plays on fucking Saturday at 8.
This Saturday?
I knew they would do that. The 11th, yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. I'm about to try to watch that game.
On fucking Amazon Prime. Dude, have you watched any games on Amazon
hell
Prime?
Yeah. No, I haven't. You don't like it?
They're so bad, bro.
Are they?
It's just
quality
laggy.
or what? Laggy? Yeah.
Like quality, yeah.
Well, at least I won't have to try to scramble and find it. So.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be able to just watch it. It'll be there.
Yeah. I tell you what, really exciting game that I watched was, which can't stand them, but Notre Dame and, oh my God, Georgia. Yeah. Really good game. It was. I watched that.
I think it would have been. I think it would have been a little different if Georgia had their actual starting quarterback.
If Carson was playing.
Carson back played. Yeah, but
yeah, still
next
good
guy
game,
up. Got to step up. I mean, that's a D1 quarterback still.
Listen, dude, we were watching it, and I met up with some buddies from the academy, and we were watching it, just catching up, and these Notre Dame fans were there. Huh? No, negative. No. Don't even. Come on now. Come on, dude. These Notre Dame fans, bro, were sitting there, and it was the DPI call. I don't
know anything.
Okay, so it was. I think at the point in time it was 20-13 or 23-13, and it was 4th and 13 or 4th and 15, something like that. Long way to go, and they were at midfield, kind of like on the 40 maybe, in Notre Dame's territory, and they launch a pass downfield, and Notre Dame gets called for DPI, puts them first and goal, and or like on the 20 or something like that, and they kick a field goal, essentially. But it was, this dude was sitting there watching it, and they called that DPI. Bro took a chair in 7 ranges and threw it across the restaurant. Just sitting there like yammed it. Oh shoot! I about blew my headset out. Hold on. We all good? Say something.
Yeah,
all right, we're good. And he took the chair and just yammed it, threw it, just skirted across, bounced into other chairs, and we're like looking at him, and the guy I was with works for the sheriff's office. I'll tell you his name off camera, and he was like, "Really, bro? Is that what we're doing?" And the guy was like, "I'm just mad." And he's like, "Come on now, have respect for other people here." Like, just it was
respect for people and the fucking property.
Yeah, literally, yeah. But it was just funny to see. I can't stand Notre Dame fans. I can't. They're insane.
Notre Dame's up there for me, and then West Virginia. I can't, bro.
They're crazy.
I can't.
I don't even really watch any of the West Virginia games, honestly.
I don't, dude. I was just telling. I was telling Dickie last time I talked to him, like in person, talked to him. I told him, I was like, dude, I need to start watching college football again because it's fun to watch. I've been so obsessed with the NFL, like really just the Steelers.
Yeah,
I think it's because having season tickets and really giving a shit about the team, and I'm not paying that little amount of money to like go back on winning. I'm not paying that amount of money to fucking watch us lose.
right.
You know what I mean? So
right. No,
that's what frustrates me.
Yeah.
So but I told him, I was like, I need to start watching some. I'll watch Ohio State, like if they're on and I'm not doing anything, and I will turn the game on, but I don't care as much anymore to go and just watch football all day on Saturdays like I used to.
Yeah.
Like I could sit and watch football all day on Sundays and Mondays. Well, really just Sundays.
Right.
Because that's just my lazy day of not doing anything.
Yeah, for sure.
But unless I'm at the game, obviously. But
yeah. Well, I think I'm going to make a bold prediction. I think Penn State wins it all. I think Penn State's going to take it all.
I think it's whoever wins between Ohio State and Texas.
You think so? See, I think Ohio
State. Who are
State.
the last four? Penn State, Ohio State, Texas, and
Ohio State, Penn State, Texas, Notre Dame, and
Notre Dame. Yeah,
Notre Dame. Yeah.
All four good teams. Good fucking teams.
All under the underdogs though.
Yeah, they were the lower seeds.
Yeah, so I think Penn State smokes Notre Dame. I really do, and I think that Ohio State beats Texas, and I think Penn State beats Ohio State. Which is going to be really cool to be at. That's a dope bet. A Big Ten National Championship. Yeah, would be dope.
That's going to be sweet.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Obviously, Ohio State's got to keep playing good. They played so good last week.
Ohio State's winning the Natty.
Ohio State's winning the Natty. Nice, love that.
Yeah,
he was in the chat line, so he's watching.
Oh yeah, I see. I saw him liking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree, Matt. I think so as well. As long as they can beat Texas, especially after watching Texas struggle against Arizona State last week.
Yeah, that's true.
Which Arizona State's a good team. They got some guys. They got some dogs on there. That running back, that Scatterbo or whatever his name is.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see him in black and yellow next year.
Absolutely.
Especially if they let Naj walk. Which I have a feeling they're going to. That's going to hurt my heart.
Maverick says Texas versus Ohio State is who wins Natty. So obviously what you said. So
yeah.
Something I want to touch on just real quick. Just I think it's worth sharing. For those that might be interested, and I don't know if anybody in the chat line is interested. Sean Ryan is going live hosting one of those like space things, whatever they're called, like the chat things, the live chat things, kind of like how we're doing right now. On the app that has a logo that is a black border with the letter in the middle, formerly known as the Birdie app. So yeah,
sorry, I'm itchy.
Yeah, itchy is so. Hey, Yeah. Anyway,
I think AB does that a lot.
yeah, he does. So,
Okay.
but Sean Ryan is going on there. He is going live and going to be doing a continuation on the Matthew Livelsberger incident. Who
That was the dude in New Orleans.
Negative. That was the dude in Vegas, the one that blew up the Cybertruck.
Same fucking person. They were together, in my opinion.
You think they? So
I mean, if you want to go down this route, we'll fucking start bullshitting about this because okay, say what you're going to say first, and then because I have a whole nother thing that.
Oh no,
okay.
I don't really have anything really I want to say about it other than just for those that are interested and that have been following that. He's just going to answer some more questions. So he had Sam. Hold on, I want to get the guy's last name. I think it's like Shoemate, but I just want to make sure that I'm saying that right.
Okay, yeah.
So it was Sam Shoemate. So received an email from. Supposedly from Matthew Livelsberger. I listened to the podcast. It was an emergency release podcast. Sean really doesn't do that on his show. And so anyway, just listen to it. Very informative about the whole situation. I do believe that it was not Matthew's intent to harm anybody. According to the evidence that was presented in that episode, and they think that as well. I don't know why.
Who was the dude in the truck?
Matthew Livelsberger, but so the guy that received the email is on a security email site, and there's it's an encrypted email chain, and there's signal numbers that you use to use and send out stuff and just kind of operate on that website or encryption site or whatever you want to call it. And his changed after the fact that he was supposedly dead. He sent an email saying that he thought he was being digitally tracked by Homeland Security and the FBI, and that he probably wasn't going to make it to his destination point, which was the border in New Mexico. And so, he wanted the information to be shared on Sean Ryan or Pete Hegseth, which Pete Hegseth is on Fox News. But I don't know. Just at the end of the day, from our standpoint of things, we don't really get political too much, but our hearts and prayers and thoughts and prayers go out to those infected by the New Orleans attacks, and as well as anybody. I don't think anybody was hurt by the Vegas bombing, but I don't know.
Did you see the video from the new angle?
Yeah, where he supposedly turned his head and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, there's
what was in the what was the explosves?
I don't know exactly what it was, but he supposedly had a V-bid, which is basically in layman's terms a car bomb, and didn't use that, and basically kind of filled it up with firework-esque devices that kind of blew up, and this guy knew how to do all that stuff. And so it's interesting. The mainstream media just can't keep up with the narrative as fast as the internet's putting it out there. My feed was blown up with all kind of Sean Ryan stuff yesterday, and people just going on about it. Not Sean Ryan himself, but people that his video, his episode was getting shared, and people were commenting things and things of that nature. But he is hosting, I think 9,000 people are in it already. I'm probably going to swing over and check it out. But it starts in 4 minutes, and he's going to just be talking a little bit more. Sean has been off the internet for the last 3 days. So
I saw that
he's laying low because he knew that this was going to be a big thing. Sean has the #1 talk show in America right now, rated #1 podcast in the world, or not in the world, but in America.
Right.
Those that don't know about the show, if you're interested in checking it out, it's the Sean Ryan Show on. I think I can probably say it if I can't say it. Spotify. Apple as well, YouTube, the red block with the triangle in it. So, but he's on there, and some of the guys that come on there and share stories very interesting, and I think it's just very important that where we're at in our society and our government and our standpoint today, that is very important to be up to date with local news, as well as our country's news. So just to protect yourself and your family, and that's why I pay attention to it. So I'd rather be informed and not ever have to do anything than to be blindsided by it. So
right. No, I agree.
So,
and that's one thing that I've been paying a little bit more attention to it as of late, like probably in the last couple years at least. Like not like balls deep looking at, you know what I mean? But I've had an idea of what's been going on, and what I wanted to say about, so with this whole New Orleans thing, did you? I guess I'll just ask you. So, the cop car that was sitting in that roadway, the one that he drove around, and then did you see the? I'm assuming you saw the video.
So I saw the video of him flying down the street. I saw the video of him crashing the vehicle. I didn't see anything else about it. Honestly, I haven't really followed that story. This one kind of overtook that one.
Right, yeah.
And I don't agree with that necessarily, because there was 10 people dead, 35 people plus injured. 2 officers shot in the line of duty. But yeah. No,
my thing, what I was getting at was New Orleans has those,
the hydro barriers. Yeah.
Why weren't they up?
Yeah, I don't know. That's the question. That is a question that has been
asked.
It's
like of all fucking times, why are they not up that one time?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
And that's the type of shit that like I see, and then I'm like, these motherfuckers are lying to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want to think that, but
the evidence supports it.
How am I not gonna? You know what I mean? So, but on top of that, didn't the dude who did that, and then the dude that you were just talking about, weren't they in the military together?
They served at the same base, Fort Bragg.
Yeah. And then they found the bomb stuff
in his
at
house.
The other dude's house. Was it the dude that did the Trump thing, or the Trump Tower thing, or the other guy?
No, I think it was the guy that did the New Orleans attack. They found bomb-making devices in his home.
Yeah. And then,
the guy that has intel on all of this doesn't think they're related. That doesn't think that they're connected. So
it's just a coincidence.
There's been a lot of special forces guys that have kind of got intel on this stuff, and like, it's not like private. Like Sean talked about it, but like Tim Kennedy shot with the guy, the Matt Livelsberger guy. They've shot together on a range before. And the Sam Shoemate, had DMs from this guy, and then finally received that email on an encrypted site and told him he deleted all the stuff that he was instructed to do. He contacted the FBI, and like, it's just crazy, man. I mean, there's a lot going on, and I think, to me personally, I don't think he's dead. I don't think that there was Matthew in the vehicle. I think it was somebody else. I think it was somebody.
You would think they would be able to have some sort, after seeing that new video, they would have some sort of like a scanning to where you could ID the person.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that information or technology.
They probably know.
The FBI tried to kind of swing a narrative that he did it because he found out that his son's DNA did not match his. Essentially, meaning that wasn't his kid. That he thought was his son. It was not his son. And they kind of talk about it a little bit on the show, like kind of saying that that's not why he did it. Why they think that he didn't do it. And so, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Like I said, I'm not super political in the sense that I'll sit here and talk politics. I follow politics. Not for politics, but more for safety and security of my immediate family and goods that I need to protect. And yeah, I mean, it's just crazy that, it's just crazy that things like that happen.
Yeah, it's It's sad, man. It's sickening. I don't know, bro. There's just a lot of things that, I'm obviously not going to get into when it comes to politics that I just don't understand.
Yeah.
But last thing I want to talk about is I saw, like, with Sean Ryan and stuff, but I started watching these clips when I was at work the other night when I had a second to sit there.
Mm-hmm.
The chick that's been talking about Bin Laden's kid.
Sarah Adams.
Is that the blonde girl?
Sarah Adams, yeah. She's an counterintelligence analyst. Like, yeah.
So CIA.
Essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just fucking scary.
Yeah, so, fuck it. We'll go down it for a minute. I mean, honestly, we'll cut out some segments and just go into our top 5 because we'll do your question. We'll do your question because I really want to do that one. But basically, and this is all information. I am not military. I am not anything like that. I'm not a doomsday prepper. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm not like that. I've become very political in the sense of just paying attention to it in the last several months. It's just scary that our current administration, and all politics aside, whatever their views are, whatever you agree with, whatever, all that, I don't really care. You like who you like, you vote who you vote for, I'll vote who I vote for. The thing that is scary to me is we pull out of a 23, 24-year war thinking the war's done, the war's not done. We leave the Iraqi people out to dry, people that have worked for us as interpreters, people that were liaisons for us, them and their families. The Taliban are looking for them, and they don't get a ride out. They don't get the kid on a helicopter and fly back to the United States. They're stuck there. They're in hiding. They're hiding and fearing for their lives. And some of them got out with the help of, military members and stuff like that. Our administration is funding the Taliban with hundreds of millions of dollars, on a consistent basis. They have all of our equipment that we left over there. There's been reports that the 2 or 3 main Taliban forces have joined and are training together in a compound, which is scary to think about. The 9/11 was, and this is just speed running, just some facts and information. Basically, 9/11 was like, let's just call it was like a $50 million attack. Like that, it cost $50 million to prepare and for them to attack us and do that. And now they're looking at hundreds of millions of billions of dollars. And so the attack could be a lot worse. Borders are wide open. That's so one of the things that they had intel on that they didn't really want to talk about, that was very spoken on for this last episode. They intercepted Iranian missiles that were set to attack Trump's plane and blow it up, essentially, while it was in the air. And whoever, the intelligence force, whatever, something like that, intercepted those missiles. And that has not been broadcasted on mainstream media. It's just insane to me to think that people like the New Orleans attack happened, and then the Vegas thing happened, and people want to sit here and say, oh, well, here we go. Trump's getting ready to get into office, and he's not even in office yet, and war's already starting, trying to put the blame on him. Well, you need to take a look at the administration for the last 4 years and think why these things have happened. When you have wide open borders, when you have your international relief funds going over to the Taliban, allowing them to use our money to basically fund the killing of America, I don't know what you expect to happen. And, it's just insane to me to think that, I think another war's coming. I don't think it's a matter of if at this point. I think it's a matter of when, unless Trump could get in there and really do some tactical, deterrence to kind of stop that. But as a country, we're not in a place of security. We're not in a place of dominance. A lot of people are no longer afraid of us. And that's a scary thing. And that a lot of people could be viewing this and come across this video and think, oh, here we go. He's political. He's Republican. Biden's bad. I'm sure Biden did some great things in office while he was there, and there's a lot of things he screwed up. And one of those things was opening the borders, cutting the pipeline within the first year, pulling out of a war, allowing hundreds of, the National Resistance Front in Afghanistan, its members, who is our lifeline over there. They don't want us over there again. They don't want to help us anymore. And can you blame them? When our country turned our back on those people, and Commander Mossad, who is the son of the former leader of that National Resistance Front, his father was assassinated a couple days before 9/11, and his son has taken over his role and is basically stating of an imminent attack against American and their people again in this year. So prepare for that. And to those that are watching and actually give a damn and actually might take what I'm saying and go check all this information out for yourself through the Sean Ryan Show, that has become the biggest media source for everything going on in the mainstream government and politics. I'm just telling you, protect yourselves, do what you got to do for you and your family, and however that might seem for you. If you're not a gun believer, just protect yourself other ways, I guess. But, stay out of big areas, because I think that you're going to see a lot more mass casualty attacks that take place in big cities moving forward.
Yeah.
That's my soapbox, I guess. I don't know. I mean, yeah. and maybe I'm talking out my ass, and maybe they won't, but everything that I'm reading and hearing about, why wouldn't they at this point? Especially now that Trump's coming in, and the first thing he's going to do is close those borders back up. So,
yeah.
Anything you want to add to that? Anything you want to ask? Or
no, I mean, you pretty much did exactly what I wanted you to do.
Yeah, nice. Well,
yeah. So
I don't like to get like that, because I'm not this doomsday prepper kind of guy. But I am going to be prepared to protect my family any way that I can, and I'm not saying I'm going out there and gonna go kill 50,000 Taliban people. I'm not doing that. But right. There are so many illegal immigrants in this country that are just walking right in, and they're bringing fentanyl, they're bringing child trafficking issues, they're bringing sex trafficking issues, they're bringing just everything. And if people don't want to open their eyes and see all that, then you're part of the problem. You're just as bad, in my opinion. And my opinion might not mean fuck all to y'all, but it's the truth. There's 150,000 missing kids right now that nobody knows where they're at or what they're doing. And they've come through the border and then got lost on their way crossing the border. NCIC, for National Children I can't even think of the acronym, what it's called. Anyway, prior to Biden taking over, it had X amount of calls. It has since quadrupled, and in numbers, I think it went from it's been so long since I saw. I think 4 million. Okay, let's just call it 4 million. I could be off. Don't quote me on the numbers, but it went from 4 million, and that is any time